With footballer Luis Suarez given a 9-match international ban for biting yet another opponent, we ask, should this fanged footballer hang up his boots for good? Plus, just what's going on with the Black Stars as the Ghanaian football team expelled 2 key players indefinitely and they're 2-1 down to Portugal at the moment. Plus, talking of money, is it D-Day for payday loans as Wonga have been caught sending fake legal letters to struggling customers? And passion over passport as some Britons go and fight for ISIS in Iraq. Would you fight for a cause overseas or should you stay well out? You're watching Real Talk. Hello and a very warm welcome to Real Talk. We've got some great guests in today. Before we start though, an awful week in Nigeria. At least 21 people were killed in a bomb blast in a busy shopping district in the Nigerian capital Abuja, injuring 52 people. Police say a suspect has been arrested and no group has claimed responsibility. Okay, to tonight, and we have a lively panel, like I say, in the studio. We've got, beside me, we've got Simone Bresi-Ando, founder of I'mPOSSIBLE.
That's right, yes.
What's that all about?
I'mPOSSIBLE is really a global network which empowers women of colour. So it highlights role models, our achievements, our successes, because we were being overlooked. And so, you know, we're a dynamic, amazing group, and I wanted to shout about how amazing we were.
Wonderful, sounds great. Inuwa Ilams, a playwright and performer.
Yes. Would you like me to elaborate?
Yes! Which are you best at?
Wow, that is an egotistical question to attempt to answer. So primarily I'm a poet, but then I write long poems which I read animatedly.
Oh.
And that's and then I write plays for other people. So it could be quite broad, but essentially I'm a poet and a writer.
And you've got a big play coming up soon. That's why you have to rush out of the studio.
I'm really sorry, guys. I have to bug out. I wrote a play about Africans in fighting the First World War on African soil in the continent, and it opens tomorrow at the Battersea Art Centre. So we begin teching tonight, and I'm meeting the team tonight.
Well, somebody who may be reporting on that is a journalist and showbiz presenter, Joanna Abeyi.
Hello, I didn't get my invite though to tomorrow's event.
We'll talk later.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll have to talk.
And also founder of Shine Media.
Yes, Shine Media is a social enterprise business. We're dedicated to increasing diversity within the media and specifically journalism industry.
Okay.
So we do that through a number of ways: mentoring, accredited training, recruitment support, careers events. Tons.
Some talented people on the panel today. But as always, you are our 4th panel guest. We want to hear from you tonight. Here's how: 0207 819 6460. That's the way you call. It's cheap as chips, so it's nice to call. Very, very inexpensive. You can email realtalk@otv.co.uk. Send us a tweet via Twitter @OTV or download the Unity app. Brilliant app. You get exclusive access to loads of programmes on that. You can watch us on your mobile. Right, his team may be through to the last 16 of the World Cup in Brazil, but this man won't be taking any more part in the competition. Uruguayan striker Luis Suarez has been suspended from all football-related activity for 4 months after biting Italian defender Giorgio Chiellini at the World Cup in Brazil. The 27-year-old Liverpool player has also been banned for 9 international matches, which means he'll miss the first 9 games of the Premier League season, and given a 65 grand fine by the world's governing body FIFA. But it's the 3rd time this striker has sunk his teeth into opponents. Should he not be banned for good? What do you say? 0207 819 6460. Simone.
Suarez, keep your teeth to yourself. I mean, you know, as you said, it's 3rd biting incident. Where do we go with this? You say you're sorry. You got the Footballer of the Year in 2013. Your coach says you're a reformed character, and on a world stage you bite another player. It's animalistic. I don't understand why you're reverting to that kind of behaviour. And for me, it just kind of tells me more about the man he is, as well as what he's done to Ever in the past as well with the racist comments. So I think, personally, I'm calling for a ban for life.
A ban for life? Yeah. In a way?
No, I think that's a little too harsh. He's 27-year-old. He's a kid, basically. This is what I think. Well, within football,
I'm not a kid.
What? No,
Let him speak.
You'll not be a kid. He is a kid, right? This is what I'm saying. I think to be a great sportsman, there's an element of madness needed. I completely believe so. Because to be a world-class footballer, right, you have to play football so much you can sort of predict 3 or 4 seconds ahead. And to do that, you need to be able to take into consideration the probabilities of 21 other players on the match. It is a level of madness.
Okay,
to be able to achieve that. And this is what I'm saying. That flourishes in various ways. He bites.
Okay, so
Right. I don't accept it, but I'm saying I don't think we should ban him for life.
well, who do you agree with? We'll hear from Joanna in just a moment. Is Simone right? He should be banned for good, banned for indefinitely. Or do you agree with Inoue? He's just a kid. He's 27. Kids of 27 bite sometimes. 0207 819 6460. Joanna, where do you stand?
I at least think I would go so far as to agree with Simone that he should be banned for life. Yeah, I would. I really would. But at least longer than what he's got. It's disgraceful. I think it's disgraceful. He is an icon, bear in mind, to so many young people.
Yeah.
You've got to understand, no matter how frustrated you get, the result or answer is never to bite another human. There is lots of ways you can vent that sort of frustration.
Exactly.
There's tons of people who work in really competitive, highly strung industries. They don't bite their colleagues
Right.
when something doesn't go to plan.
And also, this is not life or death.
Yeah.
This is football. You're kicking a leather-round object around a pitch
But
for
it's
90
more than
minutes.
just a
Like,
game.
Inoue at all?
Right.
But is it more than just a game?
Is
it more than just a game?
Because if you've ever gone to if you've ever watched been in the stadium watching a football match, it is mob mentality sets in. It isn't and it's
But we can't
almost a
reward
belief
that.
system.
We can't reward
I don't
that.
think he should get away with it. All I'm saying is I don't think it should be banned for life.
But
There are
no,
many
but
more
this
ways.
is the third biting incident.
Yeah.
It's not the first. And we're looking at what his character is forming to be. This is not someone who should be lauded as the Footballer of the Year 2013. That's a huge, huge accolade
Yeah,
to have.
yeah.
And there are many people globally who are looking at him and thinking, I want to be like Suarez.
And actions have
I'm gonna bite like
yum yum. Actions have consequences at the end of the day.
Right.
You're in a team. You know that you're a crucial part of your team. You're a world class player.
Yeah.
You're competing in the World Cup. If you make those sorts of mistakes, there's a detriment to your team. So you need to bear in mind that if you do that, you're going to be banned. He's been banned before. There's always been a consequence
And what
for
about- and
behaviour.
what
This is what I'm
So if he
saying.
keeps doing it, he surely thinks he's
Okay.
bigger than the game, bigger than the rules.
And what about
No.
Simone's point about, it's not just the biting, it's the racial slurs against Patrice Evra for Man United. When does it stop? When do you stop being a hero, a role
These
model?
steps, if they're supposed to stop him, these ways of punishing him are not working. So we need to find more creative ways to punish him.
Ban for
I think no, not a ban for life. He's a footballer. He'll still play football.
He'll be okay.
Exactly.
He'll be okay. If he earns enough, he'll be okay.
This is not
Don't
about the
worry
money.
it. But you
Because-
said he's a footballer, but
Yeah.
there's other talents he must have.
No, what I'm
Someone
saying
might want
is,
to
if you
employ him
ban
for
him from
biting.
playing
Okay, as you can
international
see,
football, he would just play football in a street park and bite people. This is
That's
what I'm saying.
Well, we don't know what he done before he was on the team.
Exactly.
Okay.
You can't have power without responsibility.
Okay,
If you
no,
bite
no,
someone,
but
you have
this-
to face the
this is-
Okay,
consequences.
What I'm
can I
suggesting-
come in here? I'm going to show the red card in a minute. It's getting very heated in here. Who do you agree with? Joanna and Simone say ban Luis Suarez indefinitely. He has proved beyond doubt that he is not a role model. He's got made more than enough money from the game. 0207 819 6460. I can say a lot of people are agreeing with the ladies on the email across the world. A lot of people are saying actually, but a lot of people seem to be siding with you as well, who are saying actually he's 27, he probably needs some counselling. Let us know what you think. 0207 819 6460. Because, he's a fantastic player, we have to say. He's now going to miss the World Cup. He may never play in a World Cup again. It might be that, and he'll be remembered infamously. I mean, Joanna, you're a mentor to a lot of young people trying to get into the media.
Yeah.
Do they like the bad boys?
I can't speak generally, but yeah, there is an element of that you like the bad boys, and from a journalist perspective, it's a story, it's a great story, it's raising debate, but he shouldn't be someone that we idolise. I don't think he should. I respect, as you say, he's a world-class player. He's extremely talented, but his behaviour and it's not off the pitch.
No,
it's not in the
right.
case of some footballers, where they're blasted for their extramarital things.
Yes.
This is him on the pitch in a
Fighting.
game.
You're right.
So no,
You're right.
I don't want them to idolise this.
Yeah.
Well, was trapped in the middle. We have gone out on the street to find out what you thought, but also before we go to that piece of VT, what is going on with Ghana? Apparently, is it all over in the game? It's okay. 2-1 to Portugal. So Ghana out of the World Cup.
No.
What's going on with Ghana? Because 2 players have been expelled. Let's see. Let's have a look at them. There we have Prince Boateng, Kevin Prince Boateng, and Suli Montari have been expelled for good. It seems from Ghana's World Cup squad for alleged indiscipline. What's going on there? And you know there was an own goal in that match against Portugal. Will that now open the floodgates for match fixing? Let's hear from a renowned football coach, a football agent, not coach. He's an agent. He makes much more money as an agent. Sky Andrew. Hi, Sky.
Hi, guys.
Hello. Before we talk about Luis Suarez, obviously Ghana are out, scored an own goal against Portugal. Do you reckon it's going to open the floodgates to match fixing?
No, God, no. No, the way the goal was scored, there's no chance of it opening up any floodgates to discuss that kind of thing. It's just, Ghana is just such a talented team, you know. It's so disappointing to see them go out. There were so many talented players, and I think for a lot of people, they're everyone's second favourite team, because when they score, you know, they join in the celebration. It's just a shame.
It's fantastic. But what about this expulsion of Boateng and Montari? What's that all about? You've got insider knowledge. What's going on?
I think everyone's going to have to wait and see what actually has happened. But it has to be something very serious for a team to do something like that. For players to be sent home from a World Cup has to be something very, very serious. We'll have to wait and see what the Ghanaian FA say.
Well, we're hearing that Kevin Prince Boateng verbally assaulted the coach, and also we're hearing that Montari allegedly attacked an executive committee member.
Well, all allegations at the moment. I think in football, you know, there are no secrets in football. Everything normally gets out. So it's just disappointing. That shouldn't overshadow the football, and it seems that it is.
Okay,
Ghana had a great opportunity to get out of this group and go on, and you know they had their chances.
Also, just very quickly, let's talk about Suarez because the phone lines are going mad. So, was the ban long enough, or do you think he should be banned indefinitely, like the ladies are saying here on the panel? Sky?
No, it's a difficult one. I mean, obviously, footballers are role models, and kids are watching these footballers and watching matches and everything, and that kind of behaviour is just so abnormal in football. You know, we've probably had, how many cases have there been of this kind of thing? So FIFA have apparently banned him for 4 months from any football and for numerous games from playing for his country. So I think that they've taken a stance. It's unacceptable in football, and I think that hopefully it won't encourage anyone else to do it, because it's just something that, by the same player, that people haven't seen in the game before.
Thanks very much, Sky. Thank you. Go and earn some money on them footballers, you agent, you. Okay, let's speak to Mark. Hello, Mark. Oh, I think we've got loads of people calling in. Hello, is that Mark?
Hello?
Oh, hello, is that Mark?
Yeah, speaking.
Okay, where are you calling from, Mark?
I'm calling from Nuneaton.
Nuneaton, brilliant. So tell us your opinion as a Liverpool fan. I'm hearing you're a Liverpool fan and you're a former England under-18 international. What do we think about Luis Suarez?
Well, it's a very, very difficult one, as previous callers have said. Obviously, from a Liverpool perspective, if I put that to one side and just look at it from a pure footballing perspective, the World Cup has been such a great spectacle, and it's just unfortunate that that this sort of incident occurs in front of millions and billions of people around the world. The fact that he's got a track record of this sort of behaviour has meant, from a Liverpool point of view, that it's almost like, here we go again. And I think that the club itself has been really supportive to him and the fans. And I thought he'd come through that during the course of last year, when he won all the accolades for his performance on the pitch and his behaviour off it. But I do believe that with the ban itself, I think that in part it doesn't surprise me, but in some parts I'm a little bit dubious as to what the outcome of that, in terms of a 4-month ban, and not going into any stadiums. I don't see where that actually rehabilitates the person or puts people off.
Mark, one of the ladies on the panel, Simone, do you want to react to that?
I think that I don't know if it is about rehabilitation. What we were told is that, Liverpool were working with him, they were helping him and doing other things to, make sure that he would overcome this kind of behaviour. And it hasn't happened. It hasn't happened. So what we have to remember is that, are we here to rehabilitate someone that should be acting like all human beings act right now, or should we be giving him lots and lots of chances to keep continuing to do what he wants to do?
What do you say?
Draw a line.
What do you say, Liverpool fan?
Well, I think that's a very generalist view, to be honest. I think that really it's quite a sweeping statement and very moralistic to actually say the fact that it's our job to rehabilitate people. I think that certain individuals, and I'm not sticking up with Luis Suarez one iota. I think it's disgusting what he's done. I think it's deplorable in any walk of life. Of course it is. But I think that if you're going to punish someone, there's punishment, and then there's a means as to what you want to get from that punishment. And then looking at it as a whole, I'd be much more.
But this is third time round.
With me, if it had been just a 4-month ban across football, but I don't see where stopping somebody coming into a stadium or training or anything like that helps anybody.
Okay.
This is what I was trying to say. If we ban him from...
Thank you, Mark, for calling. Thank you.
If we ban him from playing, he can still play football. He's just not playing that football. You understand?
So you agree with Mark?
Yes, we just need to find more creative ways.
So what you're saying is for your enjoyment. Why not let us see him within the footballing arenas that we're used to? Why pushing on the outskirts? We have to ostracise this behaviour. We have to label it as wrong, because when we don't do that, it's
has
going to
been
be
done, but it hasn't worked. What I'm saying is we should find more creative ways to punish him. That is what I'm saying.
Let Joanna speak.
But he takes for granted his position not only as a player and as a role model, but he also brings his team, both Liverpool and obviously Uruguay. All this bad attention now is on this team, and we're talking about that team for all the wrong reasons, really, throughout this.
It hasn't worked.
So what would you propose?
So what I'm suggesting is, no, it hasn't worked. So you think maybe extending it or coming up with another fluffy idea of how to punish him, because it will just be fluffy. Because if you bite 3 times, you like to bite. You're kind of keen on biting.
We have to go for a break. Where's my red card? Where's my red card?
We just need other ways to punish. Let him pay 3 matches muzzled. Send him to a dentist.
Thank you. As you can see, this is thank you. Call time, 90 minutes. Where's the whistle? Time for a break. But we are talking trouble for Wangan. So if you are into your payday lenders, then I'd love to hear from you about that. Right, you guys can carry on arguing. Right, next half.
You make so much money.